I have some really big news. I'm pregnant again. This will be my third pregnancy, and it's been a very interesting journey. So, essentially, I'm the crazy person who takes pregnancy tests every single day, even though she knows they're going to be negative. And so, I took a test a week before my period was due, and this was like the cheapy one. This wasn't like a first response or anything. This was just a cheapy test, and I got the faintest little positive. And I like freaked out because I honestly didn't even think I was going to be pregnant this month. We both been really busy, so I didn't really see it happening. But I luckily had free time that day, so I called my doctor like ASAP. And they wanted me to come in and get blood work done. And I was so excited because I was like, this would essentially mean I would be like right at 3 weeks. And so that's way earlier. Normally in my other two pregnancies, I found out at 3 weeks, 3 days or 3 weeks, 4 days. And I thought, you know, even if this doesn't go well, maybe we'll be early enough that maybe we'll be able to catch what's going on. Or if the worst absolutely happens, I can finally get some testing done. Because at my doctor's office, you have to have 3 miscarriages before they'll actually consider you for testing, since they consider miscarriage a pretty common thing. So I go up there, I get my blood test, and then I get a call the next day around 2 o'clock. Ooh, sorry, shaky cam. But yeah, so I get a call around 2 o'clock with my test results, and the nurse on the phone is so rude. But she was rude last time she took my blood too, in my last pregnancy. And she was like, well, your level was only a 23, so this doesn't mean it's a viable or a healthy pregnancy, because that's really low, and it should be higher than that by now. And so in my head, I'm like, I'm totally aware of all these facts. Not my first time in this rodeo, for one thing. But I was just like, okay. And considering in my second pregnancy back in February, when I got blood work done at, I want to say 3 weeks, 4 or 5 days, my like HCG level was only 18. 23 sounded amazing to me. I was like, oh my God, it's 23. So of course I go up there to do more blood work on Thursday, and I get the same lecture again. I get told that maybe I'm just trying too hard to get pregnant and I need to wait 2 cycles. Woman, you're the one who told me to wait 2 cycles, and I did wait 2 cycles, and now I'm pregnant again. Like, what? And she was also still going on about how it was impossible for me to have gotten a positive pregnancy test with my HCG only being 23. And in my head, I'm like, well, last time I checked, my last pregnancy, HCG was only 18, and I was still getting positive tests every day. Not to mention the fact that I don't make the pregnancy test. Like, I don't know why you're, like, being angry and passive-aggressive towards me when it's like, I don't make the test, I just pee on it, okay? Like, what do you want from me? Anyway, so I told her, you know, I've taken several tests and they're all positive, and she's like, well, it was positive, and then even when you came over here to get blood work done, that your levels were dropping, and this is more than likely another miscarriage. And in my head, I'm like, literally the day I tested, I came over here and got, like, blood work done. Like, I don't know. It was really frustrating for me. But it also stirred up a lot of emotions, because in that moment, it was just like, I don't want to have to go through another loss again. Like, it's so hard. I don't want to have to do it again. Oh my gosh. But at the same time, I go home and I'm like, this woman is crazy. Because according to the American Pregnancy Association, or whatever it is online, that your minimum HCG level for when you're 5 weeks pregnant can be 18 HCG, and I'm already at 23. So I wasn't really worried about it. And the nurse was like, well, let me show you how this works. So you see, it's supposed to double every 48 hours. And this is stuff I already know, because like I said, I'm a crazy person and I've researched all of this. This is not my first rodeo. Like, this is why I take pregnancy tests every day, to see if my line is progressing or not, so I know if I am going to miscarry. So I already knew my tests were progressing. They were darker than they've ever been before. And so she does the blood work, and I get a call today, and she was like, so what did I tell you your level needed to be? And it's like, really? You're going to ask me what you told me my level needed to be? Like, you're not taking good notes because you keep having to ask me things that don't make any sense. And so I was like, 92. You told me I had to be 92. And she's like, oh, well, you're at like 196. So we just need to set up your first appointment with Dr. Udell at your 8-week mark. And I'm just like, in my head, I'm just like, 190 something? Are you kidding me? I'm so excited. This is like the best thing ever. And it's still not realistic to me to believe that I will make it that far, but as of right now, I'm just so happy. And just for anybody out there who is still trying to conceive, and granted, I don't know if this pregnancy is going to make it all the way through because every day is a struggle, let's be honest. But a few things I did differently this time is I am still taking a prenatal vitamin like I have the past 2 times, except this time I'm also taking a DHA supplement that came with my prenatal vitamin. And the big thing that I think has really changed it for me is baby aspirin. I take a baby aspirin every day. It was recommended by my doctor. And essentially that's for if you get blood clots. You know, I think I read about 25% of miscarriages, or up to 25% of miscarriages, could be caused if you have a clotting disorder. So by taking the baby aspirin, you're thinning your blood and making sure you don't get a blood clot that blocks the nutrients to the baby, which is what I really think has happened to me the past 2 times, because it was literally like I was hungry nonstop and I was thirsty nonstop and I literally couldn't, like, it was exhausting. And this time I don't feel near as pregnant, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so that's something I've done. Another thing I've done is I've just relaxed when it comes to food and drinking. Like, not like drinking, but like, you know, like if I have a soda, I don't kill myself over it. Like, I used to be really stressed of, am I getting enough fruits? Am I getting enough vegetables? And this time I'm just eating. I'm just eating, and at the end of the day, I'm coming up with really healthy numbers still. So I don't know why I was so worried before, basically. And the other big thing is just, I'm taking it one day at a time. One day at a time. And a lot of times I try not to even think about it, because it just doesn't seem realistic to me. And I don't think I'm going to fully accept it until I reach a further mark than I have in my past 2 pregnancies. But yeah, so that's my advice. Take a baby aspirin every day or go get tested for it. I know my doctor wouldn't test me yet. But yeah, I wish you all the best, and I'll try to keep you updated. Okay? Bye!